Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Shirtman TV. Yeah, okay. So anyway, this evening we are getting ready to screen print a three-color job. I believe it's three. Yeah, three-color job on some gray shirts. So without further ado, I'll take you guys through the process. Here we go. All right, y'all. So what I've got here is I've got my design plugged into my design software, which I use Corel Draw, by the way. Some printers like to use Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop and stuff, but I've used Corel Draw, for years, and it hasn't failed me yet. So I use Corel. But anyway, Um, here we have our design. We've got our large design here that's going to be going on the back of the shirt. And our smaller design here will be going on the front left breast of the shirt. So the first thing we have to do is we have to separate the colors. And I have a nice magic computer program that will do that for me. I plug my design in, hit a few buttons, and bing, bang, boom, it separates the colors in my design. So let's go to this here. Okay, so you can see that right here, I've got my design color separated. Color separations are the Pantone 185C, which is red, the 361C, which is green, and the 287C, which is navy blue. So what I've got to do now is send this over to the printer and print it out on clear transparencies to get ready to burn my screens. So without further ado, we will do that. All right, y'all. So I've got my three transparencies here. Well, four transparencies, really. One for the front and three for the back of the shirt. One for each color and one for the front design. So next, I also have myself four of these handy dandy screens. They're coated with my emulsion. So we'll get into registration of the colors. Okay, so I've got my registration template on my palette here. I'm using my small press for this job because my larger press has another job loaded up on it. So this press, I don't think I'm going to need micro registration or anything for this job. So I'm going to use my smaller press for this. So the first thing I need to do is I got to take each screen. We'll get that lined up on my registration template right where I need to, right on the marks that I need to have it on. And we use a little piece of tape here. Let me put my tape a little crossways. Makes it a little easier for it to come off when I pull it off the screen. A bit of an angle. So I'm going to put that right there where I need it, right on that little target mark. And let's pull this down. And I'm going to slide my screen right in there. And press it down. So now I've got my design stuck to the back of the screen here. And I'm going to repeat that process for each color. All right, welcome to the dark room. I've got all 4 of my screens here. Now what we have to do is we have to expose the screens. The green stuff that you see on the screen is called photopolymer emulsion. It is UV light sensitive. So what we do here is I expose this screen to ultraviolet light, and it hardens the emulsion everywhere except for right here where the black ink is for the design. So without further ado, here we go. So what happens now is we have to wash the screens out. My washout booth is in another building because I don't want to have the water and stuff in my shop. So we go out to the other shop to wash them out. We've got them all in this handy dandy black bag. It is dark outside, but even though it's dark, there's still UV radiation in the air. I don't want these screens to get pre-exposed before I get them to the washout. So before I take screens outside or I go to the other shop to wash them out, I always put them in a black bag. So let's go to washout. Okay, so we're back from the washout. I've got all 4 of my screens here that I washed out, and that's kind of what it looks like. If you guys can see the design washed out, or that particular element of the design washed out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave these screens out overnight, let them dry up, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow. So stay tuned for the next edition tomorrow.
All right, y'all, so I'm back. I know I said I was going to come back the next day and finish the rest of the printing and stuff with the screens, but that was Monday and today is Friday, so I have been sick as a dog all week, which it's not been fun. So feeling a little better today, so let's get it done. Let's get it knocked out. Here we go. All right, so I've got my screens. I've got everything loaded up and taped and all that good stuff. So now the only thing to do, I got my registration lined up for my pallet and all that. So now the only thing left to do is to print some shirts. So let's print shirts. Okay, so the first thing I always do is a test print, just to make sure that everything is lined up properly. Like I said, this is my smaller press. I bought this specifically for like outside events and things like that, and it doesn't have micro registration, so it's I had to kind of freehand it. It's a little hard to dial a registration in. Luckily, these colors on this shirt don't touch, so it shouldn't be hard to get it right. So let's do it.